Hey, what's good? Episode 2. Hold on, we gotta start episode 2, right? Hold on, give me a minute. You feel me?
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right. All right.
yeah,
Okay.
sir. Faithful
So
to
that's how we
debate.
going. I mean,
Unlike the people you got on your hat ain't faithful to debate.
you
Ooh.
already got you already got a flag. Why you get so you got two now?
Yeah, so it was funny because I was like, oh, so that's where he got me the flag from. Because they just put it in your little cup holder while you get to your
Yeah.
seat. So for those y'all don't know, I went to the game yesterday. Game was crazy. We're gonna talk about it. The game was
Uh-huh.
crazy. But yeah, they had these little flags for every person in the stadium and their cup holder seat thing. So yeah, got me a new flag. I like
Okay.
this one though. It's pretty cool. It says faithful to the Bay.
Faithful to the Bay.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh, that's cute.
you feel
That's
me?
cute. That's cute. That's
But
cute. That's cute.
anyways,
Well,
what's
yeah.
good?
Welcome back. We actually
Yes,
did two
sir.
video. You know what I'm saying? This is
Oh,
the second video.
yes, it
Uh
is.
Welcome to the Good Call Fellas podcast. I said Good Call Fellas. That is nasty. You got to get used to this. Anyway, the
Good
welcome to
call,
the
fellas.
Good Call Fellas podcast. Welcome.
Yes,
Back at it again for another week of
yes.
a lot of interesting things that happen in the football world this week.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of stuff that we're gonna talk about this week, but in particular, we probably just gonna get straight into it, man. We're gonna talk about since my brother went to the Niners
Yeah, I
and
was gonna
Rams
say
game
I
this
got a
week.
couple of things to talk about since I went to the game and everything, right? I mean, it's
For
not just the game, but
sure.
it's the experience too. You feel me?
Right. So my
Oh,
brother went to the game this week.
yep.
And yeah, go ahead. I'll let you talk about it. Tell
Yeah,
us how.
so went to a Niner game, first ever NFL game in my life that I've been to, which was pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
Going
Yeah.
to Levi Stadium over there in Santa Clara. But so I'm gonna let you in on a little bit of my thinking, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So this is gonna be entertaining. Basically, I told my wife, I was like, oh, like on my way there, I was like, oh, I forgot a jacket. I'm gonna have to buy a jacket when I'm there because it's gonna be cold. I already knew
Uh-huh.
that. I already knew that. You feel me? So I was like, oh, let me just pull one on here real quick, right? So
Uh-huh.
I get there and I'm like, oh man, I gotta go get a jacket. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me go to this team store. I head over to the team store, bro. Bro, for a hoodie, just a
Uh-huh.
hoodie, ninety
Uh-huh.
dollars, dude.
Yeah, for
Ninety
sure.
dollars for a
Yeah,
hoodie,
for sure.
bro. I was
For
freezing
sure.
the entire game. I was not
Damn.
about to spend $90 for a hoodie. And then the jerseys are like 150. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, you guys are expensive. But
Welcome.
anyways, welcome to my mind that don't, work very well. But anyways, that's what I did
Right.
at the game. Another thing that I did at the game, just to see the way my mind works, during halftime, your boy was airdropping the podcast link to random people in the stadium.
That's fire. That a
So if you're
no
watching this
cap.
right now and you were at the Niners and Rams game, you got this airdrop to you. You a real one. I appreciate you for hopping off.
Oh, he did. All right. I guess whoever was at the game, if you got a random
Random airdrop.
Facebook link of random
It
airdrop
was a
links, man, and
Spotify airdrop.
I
You know
hope
we on
y'all watched it.
Spotify.
Right. Hopefully y'all
But
listen
go to
to it, man.
YouTube.
If y'all did, we appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
And some YouTube too. So
That,
yeah,
that's
got the
that's a couple
audio
of
and the
things I did
visual.
at the game, but the game was pretty cool. I had never experienced that before. I mean, I've been to like a college football game, but it's
Uh-huh.
different from an NFL game. So
Have you been to the Niner Stadium?
no, I had never been to the Niner Stadium before.
Really? So
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
your
my
first
first time.
time?
Yeah, I had never been.
How what was like your first take on it? Like, did you like the stadium?
Oh
What was
yeah,
anything caught you off guard? Like, you know what I mean? How was it like going there? Was it like did you notice anything crazy or did you really like the stadium? Like take us
yeah, yeah,
into
yeah.
like when you was in there, what you was seeing and like how the energy was like in there.
Yeah, so Niner fans are very high energy. Like they
Oh
ready
yeah,
for
for
the game.
sure.
Ready for
For
the game,
sure.
bro. So you
For
walking in
sure.
and everybody's Niners. let's
Yeah.
go nine, all that stuff going popping off,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
And then
Yep.
like you go up this big old escalator and it takes you to that like middle floor section where everything's
Uh-huh.
at. Bro, they got so
Mm-hmm.
much food there. I got these chicken tenders and then I got a deep dish pizza. Woo!
Oh, it was good.
Oh, it was good. The deep dish
Yeah.
pizza, I'd highly recommend that. Deep dish pizza was really good there.
Okay,
But
okay,
they just
okay.
got
Bet, bet,
so
bet.
many different foods. They had barbecue, regular hot dogs, hamburgers. I was trying to get my boy. I was telling him, "Hey, bro, you want to go get some glizzies real quick? They're right there. You go get some." And he's like, "Nah, I'm not good. I'm good." I was like, "Okay, it's all good, bro."
So you went solo on the glizzies, is what you're telling me.
I told you I had chicken tenders and a pizza. I didn't get a glizzy, but
Nah,
I
bro.
was just
Nah,
trying to
you
help
know,
my boy
don't
out.
you wait. So you was finna okay, so you didn't want him to get a glizzy alone, so you was finna double team a glizzy.
Okay, pause. We're gonna change the subject now.
I'm just saying, nah, bro, you gotta
Pause.
answer that question, bro. We're here
Nah,
now. You just said
I
you
was
didn't
trying to
want your
help them
man's to
out.
fill up.
They was
You're trying to help them
hungry. They
out.
was looking for some food. I said,
Uh-huh.
we can go find the hot dog stand and get you some hot dogs if you want.
It
Mm.
couldn't have been nachos or something. You just want to go get a glizzy. That was your first thought. That's crazy, bro. That is
But yeah,
crazy.
but
That is crazy.
packed, super packed, like you in the basically the Red Sea while you there. It's
Uh-huh.
crazy because if you at the Niner game and you don't got a Niner jersey on, like you stand out.
But oh yeah,
Everybody
for
there's got a
sure.
Niner jersey, bro.
For sure.
Red, white,
100%.
black, whatever. Oh, they got this new all black jersey. It was pretty nice, but you know,
Mm.
yeah, everybody was in Niner gear, and I was just like, oh dang. So that's why I went to the store too, because I was like, let me check out the uniforms and see how much they cost. But there was 150, so I was like,
Oh yeah, that but
nah, bro.
that's that life, man. You know what I mean? Them
Yep.
things ain't cheap for real.
Mm-mm.
Well, I'm
It was
glad you
crazy.
enjoyed your experience. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? For the first time there. I've probably been there, I want to say about 4 times, I think. Something like that. Been about like four
Dang.
times. Like
Thanks for
four
the invite.
Hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my folks, man. So I'm going. I'm trying to go. I think I'm gonna go in December or something. I think one of the games in December. I don't
Okay.
forget who they play. I think they play the Dolphins or something. Hopefully, I can catch that. But
Ooh.
that'd
Well,
be a good
we'll talk
one.
about that. I don't
But
know about that
anyway,
anymore.
uh, as we talk about said game, right? We gonna just get straight into it, man. The Niners pulled off the victory that
Bro,
on
smacked
what's
them.
why I can't think of the date that the game was. Hold on.
What? It was on
Oh,
Monday Night Football.
I had a
Niners and
brain
Rams,
fart.
bro.
I had a
And
brain fart.
you
But anyway,
said you were like, oh, I'm not. The Rams gonna come to your house and whoop on that. So I'm not gonna give you that game, bro. We blew them out. Blew them out. What was it
yeah,
24 to
yeah,
9?
yeah,
Bro, we
yeah.
blew them out, boy. What
Well,
you talking
I mean,
about?
let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So,
Yeah.
as y'all may know, Niners versus the Rams. The Rams got dogged. The score was 9-24.
Was
Um,
Donald even playing?
who?
Aaron Donald? I don't even think he was
Okay,
playing, was he?
now you bugging.
Was he
Now
playing?
you're
I didn't even
bugging.
see Ramsey playing. Was Ramsey playing too?
Now you're
Or
bugging.
were they just,
Okay, go
taking
ahead.
a day off because we couldn't tell that they were there.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I
So
mean, if we being quite fair, if we being quite honest, outside of the bomb and the broke tackle, nobody was on shit. It was pretty much a dog fight the whole game.
what?
Let's be honest. Let's be
Nah,
honest.
bro, you can't take that away from us like that.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not taking away from none of y'all. I'm just saying if you look at it, right, Debo got his big catch that was pretty much half his yards.
Hmm.
That one big play, and then outside of that, what else was really popping? There was nothing else really going on for both sides. Now, to be fair, the Niners D locked
Oh
shit up.
yeah.
They played. They
Hey,
defense was on timing. I mean, to only
Niners
give up
got
a
the best defense in all of the NFL. I'm gonna just say that right now.
no, they
Best
don't.
defense.
Stop it.
Best
No, they
defense.
don't.
Nah,
No,
they
they
got the
don't.
best defense.
You
Bro,
and these takes, bro.
they shut down the Super Bowl championship holding whatever you call them team. The
Who?
scoreless, bro. This is how many games they said that this was the first game the Rams have not scored a touchdown in, like, I don't even know how many games, like 14 games or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. But you gotta keep in
Shut
mind,
them
everything is
down.
different. It's a different story though. Matthew
Shut them
Stafford is
down, bro.
not, which means Matthew Stafford's still injured somewhat. Their running backs ain't really on shit, and that really ain't because of y'all. It's because they running backs been struggling all year. I don't know what's going on with their running backs. They don't know how to run the ball. But then again, they got a whole different team compared to last year. They missing Odell because it's clearly obvious because they offense can't do nothing.
No, well, I
I'm
mean,
looking at,
Cup kind of picked it up in the third quarter, but
but
he
then
got shut
you need
down
more than that.
right after that.
But you need more than that. You got
Yeah,
Allen Robinson, who's supposed to be their number 2 man. He's struggling. He ain't got nothing going on. He got 2 catches for 7 yards. Allen Robinson, he supposed to be the number 2 next to Cooper Cup, getting shit done, and he not getting it done, man. So it's like the offense is stagnant right now, and that's probably the scary part about this team.
yeah,
I think the defense was fine. I think outside of them big plays that they gave up, I think they played relatively decent defense, but their offense hasn't figured it out yet, and we already in like week 4, which is kind of they champs, so you're gonna give them the benefit of the doubt, but it definitely is kind of a pause for concern. I think in due time we will tell, but they definitely need their offensive weapons to step up, and they definitely need their line to play more consistent. Um, but nevertheless, they read a stat. I think you've seen the stat. I think you may have that the Rams are 0-6 against y'all on the road.
oh,
Well,
for
to
real?
after yesterday, it make y'all 0-6 on a roll. So, I mean, y'all pretty much got their number
Where,
every time y'all they play at the crib. So it
yeah.
wasn't really like a surprise. It just kind of like, damn, like you know what I mean. It's
It
another
just felt
one.
like it was like a Super Bowl game while I was there. Like fans was going crazy the whole time just
Right.
because
To
it was
be
the
fair,
Rams,
though,
bro. Because it was the Rams.
it's the Niners, bro. Like that's one thing I will give Niners credit for. Their home games really like Niner games, Warrior games, wherever. That home crowd is just so different, right?
Hmm.
Unfortunately, this chasing and now it ain't, in my opinion, keep it a bean. It ain't fucking with the Oracle Arena. Ain't nowhere near close to the Oracle Arena. It probably never will be, and I guess it is what it is. Cool, but yeah, man, just the Niners stadium, especially when everything going. Debo got off that one, like I said, that one big run
Bro,
he called, which I thought was almost a pick. He broke a couple tackles, got past
yeah.
Jalen Ramsey and scored. That was it. That took the roof
Did
off.
you
It
see
took
the
the roof
picture
off.
of I think it was Ramsey grabbing his ankle? Like
Mm-hmm.
dude literally had his ankle like wrapped and he still
Mm-hmm.
pulled it out and just
Mm-hmm.
took off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
man.
yeah, we was
It
going
was
crazy when
crazy.
Debo did
It
that.
was crazy, man. So
And
we'll
the
see, man.
defense came out with a pick
Oh
six.
yeah.
Was it
I will say the
Hookah? What's
Niners
his name?
defense.
Hookah Fung or something like that was
It's
his name? That's
Tufanga.
Hufanga.
Tulafanga, something crazy like that,
Hookah
man.
Funga.
But yeah,
Hufanga. Yeah, it's
man,
Hufanga.
Niners defense is something nasty, man.
Yep.
They got
They
a
said
great
Hufanga is the new Palomalu.
he can be. He come from USC too. He went to USC,
Hmm.
so it's expected. Um, I can see that for sure, for sure. But yeah, he's a very they got some talent over there, man, and they got a good
Number one
defensive
defense.
coordinator over there running the system right. So we'll see, man. They do got one of the better defenses in the league. I probably won't
Hey,
say the best, but one of the better ones. What's up?
you saw the streaker that ran on the field and got lit up by the Rams player?
Yeah, I seen that. Well, no. Okay,
Bro.
so watching it from our end, I had to
Yeah,
see that
what
on
you guys
Twitter.
see?
So
They
on
didn't show
Twitter,
it?
no, they didn't show it. I had to go on Twitter to see it. What they showed was like they had the announcers talking about it, but then what ended up happening was that like you could see the players like looking away, so they kept looking like this, kind of trying to see, like they kept looking down the field to see what was
Yeah.
going on, and then I guess after that all that happened, I think they just resumed play. But then when you go on Twitter, they show like somebody was from the bleacher, like from the
Yeah.
nosebleeds, and then they show what happened, and then they had a couple pictures of Bobby Wagner smacking, bro. I was
Yeah.
like, damn.
Yeah,
You know what's
that
so
was
funny though?
crazy.
Also, I never understood why people do that.
Well, if you see, he had like a something on his shirt that you he
Mm-hmm.
wanted you to read.
Yeah,
So for him to get that little, 10 seconds of fame,
right.
he's gonna get all over social media with that picture of whatever's on his shirt.
Yeah.
So he's willing to, go to
You know
jail,
what's so
pay a
crazy
fine
though?
for
He
that.
did
So
that, and
whatever.
nobody has said anything about it though. Everybody's talking about Bobby Wagner, like, oh, that's the only play he's had since he's been there. Like, nobody
Laid him
cared
out.
about what bruh had on his shirt.
Hey,
Everybody I
but
seen talking about it was talking about Bobby Wagner.
did you see the security guard that was chasing him and he like pulled his ACL?
Nah,
Yeah, bro.
what?
So if you watch the clip, if you look behind where the streaker's at, there's a dude in all
Uh-huh.
black, like chasing them from the Niner side, and he just
Uh-huh.
straight falls down and grabs his leg. and they the reporters put out that he tore his ACL chasing after the streaker.
Hey yo, like on some real shit. Picture a scenario, right? You at work. You on that? You at the football game? You think you finna watch a good ass game? You got the Rams versus Niners divisional matchup rivalry. You like, yeah? All I gotta do is stand here, make sure nobody do no dumb shit, and I can just enjoy this game. Cool. You get out there, you standing and shit. Next thing you know, you go. Next thing you know, you see somebody. They bust out, hit the field. Now you gotta go catch them. You running full speed trying to catch them angle, and you tear your ACL.
You just
Now you can't
it
even
just
work no
rips,
more.
bro.
You on workers comp for the rest of the year,
You
bro.
workers comp.
You on workers comp for the rest of the year, bro. It's over. It is over for Cuddy. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
It is over for boy.
But hey,
But
after that streaker came out though, they had like so many security guards come out and
oh,
just
for
surround the
sure.
field after that. I was like,
Because I
holy.
don't think a lot of people understand how dangerous that is, right? So
Mhm.
like, these players are ideally worth millions of dollars. So like you can't just be out here running on the field thinking that is cool because
Yeah, no.
what if somebody does that same thing and attacks a player? Then what? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's gonna be on the player because they're gonna sue the league and whatever. So you put everybody at risk because we don't know what's gonna happen. Every people you can't give people the benefit of the doubt sometimes because you just don't
Yeah.
know how they're gonna react to certain shit. So
Makes
kind of just
sense.
is what it is. But
But yeah,
yeah, man.
Niners pulled it off. Now we number
Mm.
one in the division, baby.
Are y'all for real?
Yeah, we number one tied with the Rams. We're two and
Yeah.
two with them.
Oh, say, man. Well, I mean, well, we could since we talk about standings, man. There's we've been in the lead. There's been about 4 games. You know what I mean, from each team that's played. I don't think anybody
Mhm.
had a bye week so far, right? No, 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 no.
No, no bye weeks.
So let's see, which way do we want? Do we want to go? Yeah, we could go this way. So we could talk about. Let's talk about the first quarter of the report so far. And what I mean by first quarter, right? So I was thinking about doing something that's called each quarter every 4 games, right? I know it's
Yeah.
17 games in the season, blah, blah, blah. Shut up. Um, I was thinking about doing one each quarter where we grade the teams or how they're performing, what they're looking like, or at least put like this: we'll give 3 teams that impressed us so far, and then we'll give 3 teams that's disappointed us so far. Um, and I'm gonna let you go, and I'll let you, or you want me to go first?
No, you go ahead. Go ahead. Keep
Okay,
talking. Go
so
ahead.
we'll do this. We'll do 3 teams that impressed us so far, and then we'll do 3 teams that disappointed us so far.
Bet.
Fair?
Yep.
All right. So for the 3 teams that's impressed me so far, right? I had to think about it, right? I think so far the 3 teams that's impressed me, if I'm being completely honest, I think one, you have to start with the Eagles. Um,
Yeah.
I think to be undefeated at this point, son, not to be fair, it's not
People
like
are
they had
saying they're
the
playing the weakest teams though.
right. That's what I'm saying, right? So like it's not like they've had the hardest schedule, right? You know what I mean? Like they haven't really played anybody. I don't think that's really like they outside of the Jaguars, right? Which they was damn near gonna be on my list, but I'm not sure. Um the Eagles have relatively a simple schedule up to this point. They
Yeah.
played the Commanders, the Vikings, the Lions, and then the Jaguars.
Hmm.
Um every one of those games were close. Well, 2 of those games were close, the Lions and the Jaguars, but those 3 teams wasn't really like nobody was really afraid of them or thought they was gonna be a playoff team or nothing like that. So the Jaguars was probably the first team I was able to watch when I watched them to kind of see like, okay, let's see how they're doing because the Jaguars was 3-0 as well, and they look pretty good. Um, the Jaguars got up to an early lead, and I thought that I was going to wondering how the Eagles was going to respond, and boy, did they respond. Think they went, I want to say they went on a 21-0 run, something
On
like that, if I
runs.
remember correctly. But, Jalen Hurts didn't really have the best game, but Miles Sanders stepped up. He had 27
Sanders
carries for
went off this
134,
last game.
went off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he
So,
did.
and the way that they was just resilient and just fall back and got the dub, man, that was huge. That spoke a lot about the Eagles, man. I think a lot of people was talking about how they're about a quarterback away from going to the Super Bowl. And I remember hearing that at the beginning of the year, and I was kind of like, yeah, all right, we're gonna see. But so far, man, it looks like it's coming to fruition,
Proving it,
man.
bro. They're proving it.
They're doing their thing, man, for real. So I think there'll be one for me, the Eagles. I think another team will be the Dolphins. Um, I think that even though it's early in the season, don't get me wrong, so whatever. But seeing how they've competed so far, granted, we should go and talk about Tua and the whole little weird situation they got over there now.
Yeah.
But before he got hurt, they were they were looking pretty good, man. They beat the Bills, they beat the Ravens. My Ravens, unfortunately, in pretty close games, and they beat them in a variety of ways. Bills was pretty much a dogfight, and the Ravens they outscored us. They put up 40 points. So Tua has shown that he can win games in multitude of ways. And it's hard to guard Hill and Waddle for 48 minutes. I said 48 minutes for 60
Nah.
minutes. Sorry.
You gotta just be
Um,
able to keep up with scoring with that team.
it's
You
yeah,
just gotta
and
go back to back with them.
they just got too much speed, bro. Just way too much speed. And then they
Yeah.
got Chase Edmond. They got Moser in the backfield. They got Jaceki, solid tight end, man. And then their defense is pretty good, man. It's just a lot of speed to deal with. Um, so yeah, I
So
think I will
Eagles,
put them on my
Dolphins.
Eagles, Dolphins, and I am going to say, I am going to say that's impressed me. I'm going to say Cowboys, man. That's what I'm saying.
Cowboys?
Let's talk about the Cowboys, man.
Oh
Look.
my
Hey,
gosh.
bro. Hey, let's
Okay,
talk
Rush
about it.
has been going crazy, but
Hey,
okay, go ahead. Go
hey,
ahead.
let's go.
Go
Hey,
ahead.
man, look. I think everybody wrote the Cowboys off, and I did too. Let's be fair, we all did. I think
Yeah.
that
Especially when Dak got hurt. Especially.
right, especially with that guy hard, man.
It's
You
like,
know what I'm saying? We
next
stick a
season.
fork in him real quick. Stick a fork in him, they finish right. But man, I mean, you go Cooper Cup beats the Bengals. What was the stats for the Bengals? 19 for 31, 235, one touchdown. Okay, cool. You got the dub against Joe Burrow, who made the Super Bowl last year. Mind you, they're kind of in the rut, but that's a big win nevertheless. The Giants, who are also 3-1 as of right now, they beat them 23-16. Cooper Rush, 21 for 31, 215, one touchdown, no interceptions. You just don't want your quarterback to throw picks. He ain't throwing no picks. And then he beats the Commanders, which are not good, but that's still a good win. That's a necessary win to keep the show going.
Yeah.
15 for 27, 223 yards, and two tugs, no picks. Cooper Rush is balling right now. And obviously, yeah, sure, he ain't playing nobody, blah, 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 cool. But, dog, for him to keep this, I promise you, I don't think nobody thought they'll be 3-1 as of today. Everybody thought it was gonna be L. Now, granted, they play
Yeah.
the Rams this week, so they probably gonna get an L. But
Bro,
if they
Rams ain't
beat
nothing, bro. They good. Rams ain't nothing, bro.
the disrespect for the Rams is crazy after they just got the Super Bowl championship beating y'all. It is crazy.
Yeah, hungry.
It is crazy. But no, I'm just for real though. Cooper Rush has kept a season alive, surprisingly. And maybe he turns down eventually, sure. But as of today, I think those are my top three things because they're looking pretty good, man. They're still winning games. They're still keeping the boat afloat, man. And
Mm-hmm.
they got the Rams, they got the Eagles, they got the Cowboys, and then they got the Bears the next four games. So I don't know when Dak is coming back. I think he comes back. I want to say when does Dak come back? I think he comes back like around week 10ish. So if he could keep them afloat until Dak comes back, that would be huge.
Yeah.
That would be huge. So that would be my three teams.
So at your three impressed is Eagles, Dolphins, and Cowboys.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna agree with you with the Eagles. I mean, everybody's gotta say the Eagles with the if it's a conversation about teams that impressed you so far, everybody's gotta say the Eagles.
Right.
But another team I'm gonna mention is the Giants.
Okay.
Uh
They was on my list too. They was on my list.
Giants coming out of nowhere, just you know, they no one expected this from them. They're 3-1 right now, so they are in the talk of playoffs. And last year they were not.
Okay, I
Last
mean,
year
let
they're
me ask
kind
you,
of
let me
like,
ask you, let me ask you something. I'm on your line. I'm on
okay,
your
let's
line.
go. Okay,
Name me three players from the Giants.
Jones, Barkley, and OBJ.
This motherfucker said OBJ.
Peanut butter jelly.
Yeah, yeah, peanut butter jelly. Nah,
No, but I
I
but
didn't.
from what I've seen, it's mainly Barkley that's doing all the rushing and like getting them down the field and helping them
Yeah,
out.
for sure.
But
I still need a third
Jones.
player.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that. Hold on, give me a minute. Give me a
Don't, nah,
minute.
stop, nah, bro.
But hey,
Nah, I need a third player, bro.
no one's seen them coming to a 3-1 out of the first 4 games.
Maybe
Nobody.
you did it because I don't even think
Not
you seen
even
the
Giants
game, bro. I
fans would
need
have
a
said that.
player.
That's
Can
cool.
can
That's
you give me
cool.
three
You
players?
don't even
I
know
just
a third player, so
what
it's
you
all
mean?
good, bro. Who's the third player?
Damn, let's think. Who is a third player for the
Yeah,
goddamn?
for the
I don't even watch.
Giants.
But like this, I'm not gonna lie.
Jones,
I
Barkley,
ain't
and
watched the
who? Go
Giants. I ain't
ahead.
watched it. I ain't watched the Giants. I haven't watched the Giants
Exactly.
a game. But that's my
Exactly.
thing, though. I play
But
this. At
I
least
watched
I can
them the
admit it.
first 2 weeks. I
So
watched
you
the
should know three
games.
players. So you should know three players.
I didn't watch them that close, but I was just
That's
watching
what
the
I'm
game.
saying. You should know three players
No,
if you watch
bro.
the game.
No, bro. It's all good. But anyways, so Giants, and then the other one is gonna be the Falcons. I think the
Oh,
Falcons are not underrated. I think they are being slept on.
the
Uh
Falcons?
the Falcons, bro.
Why the
They're two and
Falcons?
two right now.
Right.
Okay. So they're 50% right now.
Right.
And they have stepped up the past game.
Right.
Mariota over here doing his thing.
Right. Okay.
So I think the Falcons are another team that you gotta kind of watch out for.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
I
nobody
would have.
saw it coming with Matt Ryan going to the Colts. Like everybody's like, oh man, the Falcons aren't gonna be that good. And Mariota with his history, with the Jets and all that. No one
Yeah,
really thought that they was gonna be like that.
I'm gonna let you have that because I players I'm gonna have to see it to believe it because yeah, I do not see that yet. They have decent, well, let's see, 2-2, they lost to the Falcons, but they lost to the Saints by one, the Rams by four. They've been competitive. I'll give you
Exactly.
that. They've been competitive. So I'll give you credit for that, for sure. So yeah, sure. I guess I can give you that.
But those would be my three impressed so far.
The Falcons, the
Eagles,
Giants,
Falcons, and
and so a team that you don't know the players for. Can you give
yes.
me three players off the Falcons at least?
Yeah, I said Mariota.
Uh
There's
huh.
Patterson and
Patterson. Uh
Thomas
huh.
DeCood. You feel me?
Thomas the Cool dog. He ain't played in 10 years. Okay, bro. We
It's just
this
because
will
I know him. It's
you
just
do
because I
we
know
okay.
him. He
Let's
went to
okay.
PB, bro.
Does
It's
this
just
thing
because I
work?
know.
Does this thing work? Check this out. Check this out. You do a football podcast, sir.
I
You
know.
have to know at least three players. Oh, if you're going to talk about the team and have them in conversations, you have to at least know the starters. Give me a starter. I don't
I
even care if you
told
really
you
know.
to.
You gave me Thomas DeCool. He ain't played in like 10 years, bro.
Yeah.
15.
And he retired with the
He's
Panthers.
kid.
Safety. You feel me? From the Bay. Cal Bear.
He ain't played in 15 years, bro. Can you give me another player? I need a starter. I need a starter, bro.
Look, bro. Just take my word for it. Falcons, bro. Falcons. I can't hear
See,
you.
see, that's what I'm saying,
Oh,
man. It's
there you are.
terrible.
Okay, now I can hear
Terrible, 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 terrible,
you.
terrible. All right. Well, we have did the three teams that has impressed us. Okay, so now I'm gonna let you go first. Who are the three teams that disappointed you so far?
Well, for one, it's gonna be the Niners because I thought we would have been better than 2-2 by now. But
Nah, y'all at where y'all supposed to be. We
nah,
ain't even
bro,
we not even
nah.
gonna we not even
If
gonna
we
do that,
if we
bro.
didn't have all these injuries, bro, all this stuff happening, and Garoppolo, he wasn't supposed to be our starter, but whatever, man.
There may be a case where y'all might be 2-2. I think whether Trey Lance is there or not. Because y'all lose the first game regardless. Jimmy G
Mm,
doesn't change that. Who else did y'all lose
mm,
to?
I don't remember who we lost to?
Yeah, I
We
was say
lost to the
I don't
Bears and we lost to
to
Broncos. Broncos. We lost to the Broncos.
Broncos. Trey Lance don't change that game either. Cause y'all was on the road. Y'all still 2-2, no matter how
Hey,
you
but
spin this.
I think they finally figured out what they need to do with Garoppolo, which is just have him throw short passes because
Just
he was
run the
just hitting
offense
dudes
y'all been
with
running for the
slants.
past 3 years. Y'all have had him. What else? There's no rocket science to this. Y'all have had Jimmy G before. Don't act like y'all ain't been playing with Jimmy G. Like y'all, he ain't take y'all to the Super Bowl one year, or at least I'm not gonna
Okay,
say
I
he
know
took
he
y'all.
took
Let me
us to
not
the
lie.
Super Bowl, but well, I don't even gonna say he took us to the Super Bowl. He
Yeah, but
was on the team when we went to the
he
Super
was the
Bowl.
quarterback for that said team. So
That
y'all know how
don't
to
mean
run an
nothing.
offense
We
with him at quarterback. Let's not act like he's just a whole
okay,
new quarterback judge. Y'all don't know
okay.
what to do with him.
No, I'm not saying he's a whole new quarterback, but I'm
I'm
saying
saying.
as of
So the
right now,
reality is
he needs to keep those short passes coming because
he's an ultimate game
just
manager,
let
bro.
Debo,
Put some
do
respect
his
on it.
thing. But
Ultimate game manager, bro. Put some respect on it. So
Niners,
the
okay,
Niners. Yeah.
disappointing me.
Yeah.
Gosh, okay. Uh,
I don't know how where they supposed to be, but continue.
all right. Well, I'm also say, let's see, who was I gonna say? Oh, I think it was on National League. Oh, the Buccaneers.
Really?
Tom
Okay.
Brady coming back. They're 2-2
Okay.
right now, so they're not bad. But you would
Yeah, but
think
they're
that
not
they'd be
really
playing
good
better.
either. They're not
Yeah,
really good either
defense is
right
trash
now.
too, so that's
Yeah,
all I
they're
gotta
not really
say.
that good
But
either.
Tampa
But
Bay,
they're
you guys need to be better. Y'all need to be
they,
better, really better.
yeah. So what have you seen? Have you watched the game yet or no?
Yeah. So I watched every game the first 2 weeks because I thought that's what we was gonna do, but apparently not. So I watched them.
Shit.
Okay.
All right, cool.
So
All right, cool,
leave
cool, cool, cool.
me alone. All right.
Can you give me three players off the Buccaneers starters, please?
Tom Brady.
Yes.
Okay. Um, who he got? Brown.
Who?
AJ Brown.
Who is AJ Brown, bro?
I
All right.
forget what team he's on, but I know I remember that name.
Antonio Brown?
No, not Antonio Brown. There's an AJ Brown
There's
somewhere.
an AJ Brown, yeah, but he doesn't play for the
I know he don't play for the
Buccaneers.
Bucks. His
Okay.
name just popped up in my head for some
Exactly.
reason.
But he's a player of the league. And actually he played for one of the teams we just named too. We just talked about it probably a couple sessions ago, a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, he's a name that popped up in my head.
Okay,
Anyway,
I need to replay.
stop
No,
trying to test me like this, bro. You
this
over
is
here,
this is the point, bro.
you
I
over here
need to.
doing this.
I'm just saying, can I get you only gave me one player. Can you give me at least give me another one?
Besides Tom Brady,
Yes.
but Tom Brady's the GOAT. You don't need more than one player if you got Tom Brady. What
This is
about
terrible.
what's his name for
This is terrible.
Fortnite? What's his name?
Okay, yeah, that's one.
Okay,
That's one. Leonard Fournette.
okay,
Okay, I give you that one. Yeah.
okay. I got Fortnite
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
oh, Evans, bro. What am I doing? Evans,
That's
bro.
what I don't
Evans.
why you that's what I'm saying. I don't know how you struggle with that. But anyway,
Bro,
continue with your
I am tired right now. My brain not working that well. Okay, but anyways, yeah, I'm also going with the Raiders. Disappointment. I mean, I know y'all in a heavy hitter league right now, but I think y'all should be doing better. Okay, so
Mhm.
get to it.
Get to it. Oh man, that is definitely that's a motivational speech, sir. I
Yeah,
appreciate the kind
get to
words.
it.
We gonna compete now. Nah. So who you said the Raiders, the Buccaneers, and who else?
Niners
The Niners.
disappointments. So
This is
the two Bay
disappointment so
teams,
far. The two
two
Bay
Bay
teams.
teams and Bucks.
Man.
Well, used to be Bay teams because y'all had to move to Vegas. So
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Try to get
yeah.
them dollar signs. You heard? Uh, right. Honestly, bro, I'm gonna be honest. The most disappointing team so far, I would probably put the Raiders on there for sure. I would agree to that. I think the Raiders, but I think also
What's going
to
on
be
with
fair,
Devontae, bro? Are we gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about. Never mind.
he's
Keep going.
played decent. He's played
We're
good
gonna talk
though.
about that game. So go
He's
ahead.
played good.
Yeah.
I don't think
Okay.
he's been a problem. I think that
We'll talk about it in a
he's
minute. Hold on. We're gonna talk about that.
sure, but like I said, I don't think he's been a problem. I think every game's been competitive. They just ain't been able to finish games, or they gave up
Yeah.
a
I was
game.
just wondering if he was actually
There's never been
playing
a
because
blown out. Um, I would think. Let's see. I would say the Raiders is probably my first one. Um, I don't know. It's just tough because everybody's kind of like nobody's really underperforming, but nobody's really overperforming either. So like I can even say the Ravens, my other squad. I can even say the Ravens as well. Like I can say the Ravens and the Bengals, even the Chargers. I can say, you know what though? No bullshit. I'm gonna say the Broncos because everybody had Broncos like supposed to be this guy squad, and right now they're struggling.
Because of Russell or what?
I don't know. I think it's because of I think Russell's not playing up to par, but I think also their play calling is a little bit in.
Mm-hmm.
We seen it I think it was a couple games ago. I think it was the fourth, eighth. It was the first game of the season. Uh, they not really letting Russell Wilson do what Russell Wilson does. And maybe it was the system. I don't know, but it just feels weird. Like they offensively they're struggling. Like out they can't
I
really
think
put
he's got
up
a good
points,
connection with Sutton though, but other than that,
but they can't really put up points like at all. And it's kind of odd to see. Like they literally the Broncos, I mean, they played the Texans, they only put up 16. There's really like, Sutton got off. Jared Judy only had one catch for 11 yards, and he's supposed to be your second receiver. That's not good. Against the Texans, you play the Niners. That was a dogfight, relatively speaking. Jared Judy again, two catches for 17 yards. And then you go to the last game against the Raiders. You got Russell Wilson, 17 for 25, 237 with two touchdowns. That was good. Jared Judy had some more catches, four catches for 53 yards. He had a touchdown. So I don't know. It just feels like the offense is just, I don't know, they're just trying to work out kinks.
mm-hmm.
Their offense is not going. I mean, their defense seemed like they're pretty locked in. You only give up 9, 10, 17, and then you give up the Rays, you give up 32. But outside of that, the defense has been pretty solid. Patrick Surtain on defense, that he's probably one of the best corners in the league right now. It's not even for
Are
debate.
you
He's
certain
definitely top
about
five.
that?
I think for sure. He's definitely like top five. It ain't like no cap. And maybe and it's sad because he damn near is he a rookie? I want to say he is, but from what I've seen, what I've watched of him, dog, the way he plays cornerback is just unreal. Like he has a lot of like makeup speed. He's very technically sound. He holds on to people like a blanket. Like you're not really going nowhere with him with you on him. Like you're not going nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
So their defense is pretty good. They got a really good D line. Their D line is very nice. With Chubb and Randy Gregory and them boys. But they've been kind of disappointing, man. I thought they'd be at least 3-1 at this point. They lost a gimme to the Seahawks, and then they I don't remember how the Raiders game necessarily went, but I remember it being relatively close and just the Raiders was able to get some good possessions on offense at the end of the game. But yeah, I would say the Broncos. I would say the Raiders. But the Raiders is interesting because they can easily be like 4-0 right now. Easily be 4-0.
Well, who did they
Like
go against so far?
they played against the Chargers, they lost by 5. They played against the Cardinals, they lost by 6. They played against the Titans, they lost by 2, and they played against the Broncos, they won. So
Mm.
they could easily, and the Charger game was a possession game where they fucked up. The
Yeah, they
Cardinals
could
they
have taken
gave that
that
game
actually.
away. They were up at halftime by doing their
Bro,
10
that was
points.
a crazy ending.
I was on a boat when that game was happening. I thought the game was over. I was talking to people on a boat about the Raider game. I was like, oh, it's over. Like I ain't even tripping. Like, you know what I mean? I went to go eat some lunch or whatever. I went to my room.
Came
Nigga
back
look
and
at the
like, uh oh,
scoreboard. The
uh
game was over and
oh.
they lost. And I was like, how, Sway? The Raider
Yeah,
game,
no.
a lot of mental errors. They lost that game as well, but that was relatively close. They had to get back though, but it was still a competitive game. They had a chance. They scored. They went for two. Couldn't get the 2 point conversion. We don't know if they don't win that game, but they had a chance to tie it and to see if they could win that game. So
Mm-hmm.
let's say at worst, right? They could be 2-2. That's a whole lot
Yeah, I was gonna
better
say
than
probably two and
that's a
two
whole
because
lot better than being 1-3 and you at the bottom of the division. When right now it's looking crazy because the Chargers, even though they're still trying to figure stuff out. The Chargers not really as dominant as people probably thought they were going to be coming out. And I would probably put them on the list too. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take the Raiders off because I think they're just more unfortunate. I think the Chargers. I think the Broncos, Chargers, and who else I said? I think I
Broncos,
said.
Chargers. You said
I think
when
I
you
said
said Ravens.
Broncos, Chargers, and I think the Ravens so far, in my opinion. Just
Yeah,
because the
and the
Chargers, I
Bengals.
feel
You mentioned
like
the Bengals.
right. I feel like their defense really hasn't been that good as people have projected them to be. Even myself, I thought Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa with Derwin James in the back, you know what I'm saying? I thought they would be way more dominant. They didn't give up 27 points. They didn't give up 38 to the Jaguars, and they gave up 24 to the Texans, even though they won.
That's too
But
much.
yeah, they just, I don't know. It just, something's not clicking. And then Justin Herbert is hurt. We got Austin Eckler. He's actually been playing pretty good, but it just seemed like their offense is pretty much struggling right now. There's a lot
Hmm.
of injuries. I think there's just a lot of injuries across. I think a lot of injuries across those teams in particular. Speaking of, especially with the Ravens, like we don't have everybody back yet, and everybody still that was hurt from last year starting to get into the mix now. And we've lost that Bills game last week was unbelievable. We should have not lost that game, even though we go for fourth court. We go for it on fourth down all the time, and it's
Yeah,
almost like in hindsight, what can you do? But
it was just the turnovers for you guys.
yeah,
You
especially
guys
the
just
one
had
at
too
the
many
end.
turnovers.
Especially the one at the end. Especially at the one at the end was tough.
Yeah, because you guys
It was
started
like
off
a
really strong, but then it was just at the end you guys
just
started turnovers, bro.
ain't even just turnover, just the whole
Bro,
offense went flat, and
that
it
throw
was like,
though,
damn.
are we gonna talk
Huh.
about Lamar and his little escape that he had to do to be able to just chuck it up?
Oh, but yeah, we get into that now. Well, actually, though, you did you say your three disappointing teams?
Yeah, I already said it.
Yeah, for sure. We can tap into it now, man.
You want to talk about Ravens and Bills?
Yeah, man. We gonna talk about a few games this week. A little for a recap. We're gonna start with the Bills and Ravens since we already here.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very good game. I was watching this game with my girl, sitting there faithfully watching this shit, and I was just like, man, I thought we had them. We was looking
Yeah.
good. The score was 20, I think it was 20-10 at half, something like that. And then next thing you know, our offense just went completely flat. Like we didn't score. It really it felt like we were playing to not lose.
I mean, y'all did give up two interceptions, so
I mean, sure, but like regardless of the fact that didn't change the outcome of just how our offense. It didn't look like we was playing to score. Like it like we were just playing to keep the lead. And how talented Buffalo is, you just can't do that. Like that's just not going to work. So we
well, I
ended
mean,
up
if your
what?
quarterback is the number one rushing teammate on your team,
Mhm.
like you got to fix that.
No, but I mean, Lamar Jackson is that talented. He's just a jack of all trades. Now, granted, what I mean, it wasn't like our running backs didn't get touches. I mean, Justice Hill had a good game. I think he ended up getting hurt, unfortunately. He had
Yeah,
8 carries for 45 yards with a 5.6 average. That's really
Dobbins.
good. J.K. Dobbins, 13 for 41. He was workhorse all night. He had 3.2. It's not the best, but it still moved a chains. It'll get you a first down. So it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't like our running back was ill. It's like our running game was trash. It wasn't like our passing was the worst. He like, you know what I mean? It wasn't, and mind you, keep in mind, it wasn't the best conditions either. It's just, I don't know. It's just our offense went just straight stale in the second half. And I don't know if because of the play call, how they was trying to be hella conservative. I don't know. But it just felt like they were playing more to not lose than to actually try to win.
Yeah, none of your
And
receivers had a lot of yards, anyways.
say what?
None of your receivers was able to pick up a lot of yards on that game,
Yeah, but
anyways.
that's because they
Overall, y'all
wasn't.
got 144 yards with all your receivers combined.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. But they, like I said, they wasn't playing. They wasn't playing to win at that point. And I think also too, as the game progressed, the weather conditions got worse. So if it's raining, you're not trying to pass the ball, especially when you don't really trust. You probably didn't trust your receivers like that, and they probably don't got the best of hands. Cool, whatever. So you're trying to run the ball, right? But at the same time, because you're trying to kill possession, try to give the team less offense, less tries to score. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool. But what ended up happening was that we wasn't turning them possessions into points because I think we missed. I think we gave up like two field goals. I think at a point in the second half, which obviously would have helped us win this game clearly. But Yeah, it was a questionable decision from the
You guys didn't
coach.
get any points in the second half at all.
No, we didn't score it on the second half.
Mm,
And that's like I said, we was playing not to win. I mean, not playing not to lose instead of trying to play to win. I
yeah,
think that's where we failed at. And it was a questionable fourth and goal call as far as going for the kick or going for it on fourth down. I think I still let Lamar do that. Just
yeah,
because Buffalo was such on a roll, it just felt like nothing we did on defense was working anymore, and it was just a matter of time. So I understand it. In hindsight, you would rather him go for the field goal and play for OT, sure, but I think I understand the logic as far as momentum wise why he did that. But then on defense, it was just a whole bunch of miscommunication, especially when they drove down the field and then half the defense didn't know whether to tackle him or just to let him score. Because what ended up happening was that Marcus Peters and the coach got into it at the end of the game because half the team didn't know what was going on. They were running plays. They played like how can I explain this? They were at a point where they got in field goal range, right?
yeah.
So, eventually the Bills just running the ball trying to kill clock. Half the defense was still trying to make tackles, and then half the defense was trying to make them let them score so we could give Lamar Jackson a chance to score on the other end. And they like it
Just
was
no
so fucking
chemistry,
confusing.
bro.
No, it was hella confusing to the point where, bro, they end up getting all the way down to the one, to the point where all Josh Allen had to do was take a knee, let the clock run out, and score. And then Marcus Peters was hot because it was like, dog, let them score if we gonna just give up these yards and then let Lamar get another shot. Didn't
Yeah.
happen. And yeah, just a lot of
Well,
mental like that,
speaking
man.
on Lamar, I heard Lamar is technically the fastest quarterback to ever play the game.
Yeah,
You sure?
yeah. Who would
Faster
be
than
fast?
Vic?
Yeah,
Faster than Kaepernick?
yeah. It's not even close. Vic is closer to Lamar Jackson, but when it comes to speed, I think Vic may be like as far as getting out of the pocket, maybe fist. But we call about stride for stride. I don't think Lamar's different. There's a
What
reason
does he
why.
run? What's his 40?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up.
You have
Let
to
me
look
see.
that up.
Lamar
Because
Jackson
I
for
remember when we had Kaepernick, everyone was always saying, "Oh, Kaepernick's the fastest player every time he steps on the field, no matter what
yeah.
team he goes against."
The reason why the reason why Kaepernick was considered fast because of his stride at his size.
Yeah,
Um, but
but Vic, well, we know Vic can drive that speed.
as far as speed wise, well, Lamar he according to Google, he ran a 4.34,
So four,
which
three,
is
four.
unreal for
Okay.
a quarterback.
Yeah.
Um, but Kaepernick was fast. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of his came from his stride. It wasn't from him just being what the bro what. So yeah, but nah. When it comes to speed, bro, Lamar Jackson's probably the fast. Well, wow, they run the same speed. Huh. According to Google, Michael Vick ran a 4.33. So technically Michael Vick is faster. Okay. Learn something new every day. Learn something new every day. Yeah. I probably just like I said, I think Michael Vick and Lamar Jackson is way closer than Kaepernick would be to them. Kaepernick was fast, don't get me wrong, but he had a better stride, which made him faster, but he not as fast as Vic and
Mhm.
LJ. It ain't even close for real. So
Okay.
but yeah.
But is Josh Allen him?
Josh Allen been him. Yeah, for sure. Not even a question. Not even a debate. He
Because
been him. Been
dude
it,
basically carried the Bills through this game.
for sure.
Like he
100%.
was making runs. I did not know dude was 6'6". I was
Yeah,
like,
he's pretty
this
fast.
dude is big. As a quarterback, he is big. And that's
He's
why you
crazy.
see like people when they go to tackle him, they can't really take him down as easy.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Yeah, he's a different human being, man. He's really good, man. So far he got 1,200 yards for the season, 10 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, with a 67.3 completion percentage, which is pretty good, and a 101 QB rating, which is pretty good as well. Yeah, Josh Allen, man, he the truth, man. He didn't really had a best game against us,
mhm.
for the most part, but he definitely did enough to win, and that's kind of all you really need because certain games just you're not gonna have the best stats. But I mean, he put up 4 touchdowns against the Titans. He put up two with 400. Literally, like the Dolphins game was pretty much an example of like what Josh Allen can do. He threw 60 times. That is unreal in football games. You don't see quarterbacks throw 60 times. That's some shit you do on Madden just because you know your dude not gonna get tired. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? You don't
yeah.
just have a quarterback throwing 60 times for real, for real. So yeah, nah. Josh Allen is a different breed. Probably the best quarterback, or at least top three quarterbacks in the league today. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, it's hard to put him past Pat Mahomes, but you can make an argument that Josh Allen is better than Pat Mahomes. But Pat Mahomes is just kind of
He's
that's
got some
like
chips behind him, so
that. That's like 1A, 1B. If somebody said Josh Allen, I wouldn't be surprised. If somebody said Pat Mahomes, I wouldn't be surprised. But right now, it's Patrick Mahomes, not in no order necessarily, but it's Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Justin Herbert as far as the best quarterbacks in the league as of today, I would say.
you do know Brady came back out of retirement, right?
Brady is 42, bro. Stop it.
But he's still
Brady,
the GOAT.
he's the GOAT. But
But
even
like
at
currently the team or the quarterback you want on your team, is that what you're trying to say?
sure, if that's what you want to say, yeah, sure. Brady is not a top three quarterback in this league right now. Dude, what are we talking about? He's not. He's not. If you ask anybody, bro,
Oh,
sure, you want to put him in the
bro.
top five, sure. You want to put him in the top 10, maybe, sure. Top three, bro, does not. When it comes to being a quarterback, bro, he's just not that guy no more. That's like right
But he's
now,
kind of
Tom Brady.
washed up. Is that what you're saying? He's kind of washed up.
Yeah, Tom Brady right now is in the stage of like when Michael Jordan went to the Wizards.
Oh, okay, that's
Like,
what
don't
you.
get me wrong, and you know what's so funny? That's low-key disrespectful. Let me not put that on my face because
It's
you
like
want to
when
win.
MJ went to the White Sox.
I ain't gonna say that far, but it's like Tom Brady is definitely past his prime. Now, granted, to be fair, he doesn't have all his weapons like he did have. Chris
Yeah,
Godwin was hurt. You know, Gronk is not there. So he still has a lot of weapons that's not there no more that he has to kind of be like old Brady to win games. And I don't, what are we expecting from a 45-year-old quarterback?
I
Like,
mean,
let's be
wasn't Favre
honest.
like 45 when he was still playing?
Yeah, and that was chaos too, because he was throwing hella
Yeah,
picks.
yeah.
So I'm not expecting Brady to be the best quarterback in the league. Trust me, if Brady's the best quarterback at 45, either A, that nigga takes steroids, or B, the rest of the quarterbacks in the league is
He's a
trash. Like,
cyborg.
he not supposed to be that good for this long. Like LeBron, right? LeBron is supposed to be 37. He's not the best player in the league no more. He's top five, top 10.
Wow,
He's not the
coming
best player
from
in
a
the league no
LeBron
more.
fan, that's kind of big to
First
say
of
that,
all,
you
first of
know?
all, first of all, I'm not a LeBron. Actually, no. I'll be honest. I like LeBron. I do like him. I'm more of a Kobe fan, so put some respect on my guy name. But
Okay,
he's on the Lakers
okay.
though,
I know
so he
Kobe's
repping
your
the
dude, but
gang. He
you
repping the
you
gang,
repping
so we gonna
LeBron
rock with
too.
him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He repping the gang, so we gonna rock with him. But yeah, nah, LeBron ain't been the best player in the league probably in the past couple of years. If we're being honest, he's been in
Okay,
top three, top five for sure. But it's just there's a
okay.
lot of more talent in the league to the point where like LeBron is older. He's not the same. He's dominant, but it's not the same. It's just not. So
Zion
yeah.
Williams,
What about him? He just played tonight too. Did you watch
best
it?
player in the league.
Hell no.
I seen he dunked on somebody, but best
Yeah,
player
nah,
in the
he's not the
league,
best player. No, he's
Zion
not.
Williams.
You don't. No, no, you're not.
I'm
We're
on
not
your
doing that.
line. I'm
We're
on
not.
your
Yeah,
line.
we're not doing that. We're not even gonna.
Okay, well,
We.
let's get back to football. Let's get back to
Yeah,
football.
okay. Thank you. Jesus, that is ridiculous. Okay, man. You know, you're talking about the.
Should we go
We talking
Bengals
about
Dolphins?
Bengals Dolphins. Did we? Oh, I didn't even put that on. I didn't even put that on the notes. I'll let you leave with that one though, because I don't even remember. I'll let you leave
Wow.
with that one because I had put the
Okay.
Bills. I had put talk about the
Well,
Bills and the Ravens, the Broncos and the Raiders, which we kind of already talked about, but not really. And then the Niners and the Rams.
first of all, those Bengals all white alternative uniforms went
Crispy,
crazy, bro.
crispy, no
Those
cap,
things, they need to make
crispy,
that like their actual alternative like jerseys or uniforms every year. Those things were nice.
crispy.
I think
Yeah.
out of all the alternatives that we've seen this past week, I think they have the best one.
Oh, by far, it's not even
Yeah,
close.
yeah,
Not
they
even
had it.
close.
Like, I know all the other
Not
teams. They're like,
even
"Oh, we're just
fucking
gonna do a new
close.
helmet or whatever." But what?
Yeah,
Nah, bro. The Bengals, their uniform was straight
not even close.
fire, bro.
Okay, since we're on the topic of the Dolphins, right? We all, I think everybody knows up to this point,
What happened with
Tua.
Tua?
Yeah, man, Tua's been in the
Bro.
conversation for a minute now, right? And obviously it's because of the hit he took against the Bills last week, and
Hmm.
he got pushed. He landed on his head wrong. Well, he landed like how he got pushed. He landed on his head and hit
Well,
his head wrong on the grass.
they
And
said
then
it
he
was a
got
back injury.
bullshit. But anyway, he got up, proceeded to walk, and like basically almost damn near collapse, right? So they lie, or not gonna say they lie, but they do the little fake little protocol, whatever,
Hmm.
and they say this is like you say, they say it's a back. And he still proceeds to play the game against the Bills, which he probably shouldn't have played, and they won. So salute to Tua for
Yeah.
still playing through that. But to come back off a short week and then expect him to play on Thursday was
Nah.
unreal. And he
Nah.
still played. He still was kind of competing. And then he took the one hit and bro threw him down to the ground.
But you saw his
And
hands. He's straight like this,
oh,
bro.
oh, he was doing gang signs, bro. That was shit
he
was
was
nuts.
straight like this,
Yeah,
bro.
that was nuts, bro. And they yeah. So right now, I think as if I didn't read no articles for real, but they said they had fired like their unaffiliated neurologist or
Yeah,
something like
good.
that. Not even that. The reality is, bro, and I'm gonna speak my piece and I'm gonna let you rap. They needed a fall guy. They needed a fall guy. It was just that simple and plain. They needed a fall guy. Um, the people, anybody that plays football, you have concussions, but they don't give you that effect. Like, no, I'm saying like as far as like you don't those like back injuries don't have you walking like that. The fact that the Dolphins try to force them, because don't I find it hard to believe that they didn't know nothing about it being a concussion up to the point where like, oh, they're winning, so they're gonna try to keep winning. So what they're gonna do is that they're gonna thug it out. As a player, you're gonna want to play. You know what I mean? You're competitive. You're not
Yeah.
gonna say no. Unfortunately, he should have took care of his health. I hope Tua is okay. They said he's okay, but I'm pretty sure we're not gonna see him for about a month.
If
You know what I mean?
I heard he might even be able to play again.
Nah, he'll be fine. He'll be able to play again, but I think we won't see him for probably like a month or so. Um, but yeah, man, it's just sad to see, man, because as a competitor, you respect them at the same time, man. A lot of players, man, a lot of these organizations don't really care about the players, as you can
As
see.
yeah, as
They'll
we're seeing
put
with
they'll
that game.
put the wins and dollars and shit in front of all that at the end of the
Yeah,
day, man. And I hope a lot of players really see that and really start taking initiative to put their health priority.
yeah.
But it's
Cause it's
hard to
like
say when you're in the moment, man. For real, for real.
Because it's like it's not even about like, oh, he's not gonna be able to play like the next game. Like this dude's got to go home to his family, and we don't even know what the situation is with that. Like, how is he at home right now? Is he bedridden? Like he can't get up, he can't walk. Like, is he just straight out of it, or like what's going on? Because his family's got to see him now, and they're
Yeah.
gonna see him like this at home, and they're gonna be like, you still want to continue doing this? Like, you see what this organization just did to you. You see the predicament they just put you in, where they let you go in to a game knowing you just had a concussion. They didn't want to say anything. They know you just had a concussion. And then you get in there and you get slammed to the ground. I mean, he did take a hit that, you don't regularly see in a game, where the dude literally just lifted him and threw him onto the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But still, you have that risk coming in there, and he knew that too. But it's just players got to be able to speak up for themselves and say, "Hey, look, I know you guys are clearing me and stuff, but I'm not feeling right." But I don't know, dude. That was just crazy to see. That was just sad.
Yeah,
That's sad.
I agree. It's easier said than done, though, man. Especially being an athlete in that moment. I can only imagine like there's a lot of pressure put on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're trying to win games. Everybody's been talking shit about you. I know I've been one of the people that's probably talked shit about Tua, even though I know he's Tua, man. Alabama great, won championship, you know what I mean? But everybody
And
was
your team
making
is
their little jokes.
undefeated.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody's making their jokes, you know what I mean? So it's like you will want to keep that streak alive, or you know what I mean? So I can understand the pressures. This made me an interesting take about it, but I was having a conversation the other day about the whole situation with Tua, and this is such off topic for real, for real. I ain't gonna say it's off topic, but it's not even like it is what it is. I think the NFL really may want to. They are so like so cautious about concussions and things of that nature. Uh, they might want to start looking into making sure that all these stadiums have grass fields. And what
Why?
I
Because a lot of
mean
them
by
have
that,
turf.
so a lot of these fields, right, are like it's artificial turf, right?
Yeah.
Now, back in the day, artificial turf or grass, I forgot what they called it, but I'm gonna say artificial turf back in the day was
Mm-hmm.
totally different. You could wear sneakers and play football on artificial turf back in the day. I could throw on my Griffies, you feel me, and go play football, throw on my shoulder pads, we good to go. Now, this generation field artificial turf is a little bit different. Like it's the stuff we played on when I was in high school. You
Yeah.
remember the field like that?
Yeah.
The problem is with those fields is that they are less forgiving as far as like the impact you take when you land on the ground, right? So
Mm-hmm.
like
It's less
artificial
cushion.
less cushion because like grass, you know, if you fall on grass, there's not, you know what I'm saying, you kind of go with the ground.
Yeah.
If you fall on artificial turf, it's almost like you falling on a floor, like a regular ass floor. So
Mm-hmm.
imagine a player like Tua getting pushed and then he lands on his back and then his head whiplashes on artificial turf, which is not like grass. It's,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, which provokes it. Then the 4 days later, unfortunately, which because he was had a concussion, but they did a little fake protocol. He's supposed to be 3 to 5 days, which was illegal. He ain't even supposed to play this week, but he played anyway. Somebody should get suspended over there or get fired from the Dolphins, not the neurologist. I'm talking about somebody in the actual organization. Then on top of that, you get whipped or you get thrown around like pretty much and then landing on your back again and hit your head again on another artificial turf, which is probably just as hard as the Miami one.
Yeah.
It gets to a point where it's just like, yo, like these, and I get it, like it's easier maintenance, da da da. Cool. A lot of these high school fields got that. They got artificial turf, which is dangerous
Yeah.
because you provoke a lot of concussions because the impact you take on your head if you land on the ground a certain way is dangerous. And I
Mm-hmm.
think Tua was an experience of that. I had to watch the injury again, but I'm pretty sure both injuries are on artificial turf. So
Yeah.
no, it's definitely a different
But
spin
like,
on it.
what
But
other things can they do to invest into like just making sure that their players are safe?
uh nothing really. I'm be honest.
Like I
Football
know
is a
that
physical
in
sport.
that the practice stuff, they got like those paddings and stuff on their helmet, but they ain't gonna wear that in a real game.
Yeah, no. The reality is, man, you can't. There's only so much you could do, bro. It's a football. It's a physical sport. It's like
Mm-hmm.
boxing. You when you sign up for it, you know what you signing up for. UFC, you know what you signing up for. In
Yeah.
reality, you can't make UFC or boxing any more safer. I think football has pretty much made it almost as safe as it can be. They already made it to where you really can't tackle at the legs, especially if the player doesn't see it. So like that's
Yeah.
why you haven't seen such a scary injury where somebody get their knee broken half or something crazy like that.
Well, we know
Um,
they cracking down on those penalties and all that stuff because they want to make sure that those players are staying safe, and you
yeah,
can't really
but I
hit people
think
like back in the day, like with what's his name, John Randall. He can't really play like that.
oh, you finally watched it.
Yeah,
You
I watched
watched
the
it.
clip, bro. He's crazy, bro. He
Yeah.
literally during warm-ups, he's just staring at the opponent's quarterback. He's just like looking at us, smiling.
Look
I'm
at him
just
like
like,
food. That
bro.
boy's psychotic. He was psycho, bro. He was psycho, bro. You
He
had to
really
be there to see it,
was.
man. You had to
They
be there to
like,
see it,
yeah, they
man.
can't play like they did back then.
Oh,
anymore.
not
And
at
that's
all.
why a lot of people left the NFL and they're just like, I don't want to watch anymore because they just get called for everything. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Well, I mean, but some people like the physicality, man. But a lot of kids grow up now not really being introduced to football because of the risk of being injured and
Yeah.
possibilities stuff like that. And the reality is more safe for sports. That is true, but that's just the price. When you play football, you know what you're signing up for. That's just the
Oh, bro.
reality of it.
Bro,
So,
I gotta tell you. So I seen this thing on Twitter. I took a screenshot of it. They
mhm.
said somebody said NFL concussion protocol would let JFK back in the parade.
All right, that is an interesting take.
Oh, dang, bro. Oh man. But
Hell
anyways, with
no.
that Bengals and Dolphins game, though, just the whole game itself, I don't think anyone really stood out during that game. That was kind of just like an even matchup.
Uh huh.
Bridgewater was trying to do whatever he could do to help the Dolphins out. But I mean, even on the other side, if you look at Chase, Chase only had 81 yards. So I don't know if he's not getting open. I don't know if Burrow's just not hitting them, but I don't know. Just both offenses weren't really, putting up the numbers like they should have been. But
Can you name
Bengals.
me? Can you name me three players on the Bengals?
What?
I'm asking you these questions about every team that we talk about,
Okay,
bro. Because we're not gonna have a podcast. You don't know
Burrow,
these
Chase,
players.
and Higgins.
Thank you. That's all I ask, bro. That's all I ask. Um, nah,
Gosh,
man.
bro.
I don't think that's the thing. I think Jamar Chase had a decent game, 4 catches for 81 yards, 20 catches at 20 yards per catch. Decent in game. Not the best, but the only reason he didn't have a good game because Higgins was eating. Higgins had 7 catches for 124 and a
Mhm.
touchdown. That's all you asked for. Joe Mixon was balling. Well, I ain't say he was balling, but he got a lot of workload. You know what I mean? He didn't really have the best running game, but he still scored. I think just the Bengals just kind of got back in motion. I mean, luckily they didn't have to deal with Tua and them boys because Teddy Bridgewater just wasn't it Thursday. Unfortunately, he tried the best he could, but he ain't have it. So yeah, man, I think the Bengals just had a great responding game because they kind of flown under the radar as like not really doing much, and nobody's really talked about it. But yeah, I definitely if they would have lost like last week, definitely would have been Bengals would have been a topic of the conversation probably this week. But since
Yeah,
they won this week, they've been cool. They could breathe a little bit because it wasn't looking too good, man. It seemed like they lost to the Cowboys, which is so unexpected. And I forgot who else they lost to, but yeah, they so far they've kind of just been a little underwhelming as far as the season has started. So yeah, man.
but yeah, that's
Well,
Bengals
how
and Dolphins.
right, man. So how long we been going for?
Says an hour 30, but I think that's
Hour and
from when I
30?
I think that's from when I jumped into
Oh, hell
the
no.
room.
That was fun. All right,
You
man.
want to jump to the Raiders then, real quick?
Yeah. Well, we gotta talk about the Raiders. They finally got the dub. I remember I made my statement last week. We ain't gonna talk about it for that long, man, because I want to
Yeah.
get to another section. But the Raiders finally got a dub. They played well.
You
They
saw him
eliminated
ripping
Broncos.
Jacobs' jersey.
Who?
The Broncos defense. They're trying to hold Jacobs back, and they was
Oh,
pulling his
yeah,
jersey
man,
off.
Jacobs was going crazy on them nerd ass. Nah, I was playing. Nah, but Jason was balling, man. He had a big night. He had a big game.
Yeah, they
They
went
they
crazy
played
though.
they played really well. The defense played pretty good too as well. They got a couple stops, couple forced
Adams was kind
fumbles,
of helping out too.
fumble
So
recovery for 6. You know, what I mean, Derek Carr wasn't really on shit for real. He just did make sure they didn't lose the game, but they pretty much put the game on Josh Jacobs' back, and he responded. Devontae Adams had a pretty good game, no 9 carries for one. I mean, 9 catches for 101,
yeah,
and yeah, they was able to get a dub, man. As simple as that. Hey, we gonna talk about it too much. I just knew if they didn't win that, it was a must win. I mean, reality
yeah,
was
it
it was a
definitely
must win
was.
for them.
Yeah,
If they go into this next week 0-4, they're pretty much out of the playoffs. So they had to win this game in order to stay alive. So as far as I'm concerned, they did what they had to do.
because
They
they're
was at
playing
home.
Chiefs next week.
Right. So
So
all right, man.
look, what
You
do
got
you?
anything to say about the Raiders and the Broncos game that you
No,
remember that you
no. I
may have
just
watched or
remember
didn't watch?
we was talking about they needed to win and they got it done. So good job,
Okay, bro. I got $1 million question for
Bengals.
you. Give me three players on the Broncos.
Sutton, Wilson, Von Miller. No, he went to the Bills.
Oh,
He went to the Bills. I'm not gonna hold you.
he said,
He went to the
"What's
Bills,
up
bro.
with okay, bro? Like you every time that third player
Got
you name is
Boone, Gordon
always
third.
you just googled it.
No, I
You
didn't.
you should. I can see your face.
Judy.
Look at your face. I
We
can
got
see you like that
Judy.
on the
We
camera,
got
bro.
Hayden.
Shut up,
We
shut up,
got
shut up.
Rainbow Sherbert over here.
Okay, man. Anyway, so we're going to do something different, right? We're gonna wrap up this podcast. It's been pretty long, man. I think we're
Real
going like
quick,
an
can I
hour
ask you
30.
something?
What?
Why are they playing in London?
Who?
The who is it? Vikings and Saints. They played in London.
The Vikings and the Saints, they play at London. Oh,
This
that's just a
past week, their
culture
game
thing.
was in London.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They just a culture
Are they
thing.
trying
Just
to
a
expose
culture.
the sport to like more countries or whatever?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But they've been
Because
doing it
they
for
already
years
got a sport
now.
called football. You know, the one that you actually play with your foot.
What you
So
trying to
what? So
say?
what? So what they gonna call it?
Football. Americano.
American football. Americano.
Americano. That's how they call it, right? Americano.
El fútbol es americano.
All right. So, all right, man. Before we head up out of here, man, before we wrap this up, I want to do predictions. We're gonna do weekly predictions every week.
Ooh, okay, let's get it.
Now, how do you want to do this, right? We should probably make this fun, right? We should do the so it depends how you want to do this, right? We can do damn, that's gonna be a lot of work, but what if we summed it up, or we could do where we're gonna talk about every game. We're gonna do pickups for every game, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, the only ones that's really gonna count are let's say the Monday night games. And whoever has the better record of picking who's going to win gets like dinner or some shit. I don't know. Something
It's
crazy.
dinner.
I don't know. Whatever. But
Get you a Red Bull.
yeah, I don't know, fucking Red Bull. Anyway, so yeah, because I was thinking maybe we could do all of them and like tally it up, but I feel like that'd just be a lot of numbers.
Yeah, that
18,
is
that'd be a lot of numbers. So I don't know. It depends how I'm feeling. So it'll be one or the other. It'll be either every Monday night game we do, or every primetime game. So it'll be Sunday
Thursday.
night and Monday night games, and Thursday night. We'll have a tally as far as like who we think was going to win. Like we'll make our predictions and we'll have a record of who was right and who was wrong by the end of the season. If whoever's right, whoever got the best winning percentage gets dinner or whatever. Cool?
Let's do. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's very simple, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Bet.
So starting with this week 5.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go NFL Pick'em challenge. We're gonna call it the NFL Pick'em Challenge. Uh, Thursday night, Colts and the Broncos. Broncos at home. Who do you got?
Oh, that's gonna be Broncos.
You going Broncos?
That's
I
going.
am
That's
going
gonna
to
be
go with the
Broncos.
Colts. I will go with the Colts in this one.
I'm going
Now, mind you, don't
Broncos.
get me wrong. Though, just because I said the Colts, don't mean we have to go opposite. We could both go with the same team.
Yeah, yeah,
Doesn't
yeah, no,
matter.
I got you.
Okay, cool. So yeah, honestly, I think the Colts. The Broncos. Don't get me wrong. The Broncos should get this one, but everybody's been talking about the Colts, man. I think Matt Ryan and them should figure it out this week. I think I got the Colts. I think I see an upset, and the Broncos will be 2-3 this week. So I'm looking forward to that. Giants and the Packers. Who you got?
Oh, I'm gonna go Packers. I have to go Packers.
I'm going with the Giants, man. Another road victory, man. I think Dave Johnson and Buzz might do it. That's the London game, too. That's the London game. London game. I think London game, they travel. I think running games, Saquon Barkley gonna do his thing. I think the running gonna travel. I expect a big night from Saquon or a big morning from Saquon.
Well,
Lions and the Patriots. That's a nasty game.
I just gotta go Lions. I gotta go Lions on that one.
Fuck it. We just not gonna do the same shit right now. I'm going with the Patriots. They at home.
We're going opposites.
I'm just gonna go with the Patriots next game. I think Matt Jones. I expect him to respond.
I think Jared Goff's got it, bro.
Jared Goff is trash. Jared Goff
Nah,
is
nah. The Rams are
doo-doo.
missing him right now.
Disrespectful. And they just won a chip. Yeah, I got the Patriots. Chargers and the Browns. Browns are at home.
Chargers.
Yeah, I gotta go Chargers with that one. I think we
Yeah.
both on the same page with that one. I don't see a world where the Chargers don't win. They damn near, I ain't gonna say it's a must win, but they should get it done. Take care of business. They gotta get that. They gotta get that victory. Texas and the Jaguars. Jaguars are at home.
That's gonna be Jaguars. Texans are
Yeah,
like the worst team right now.
yeah, they're like 0-3.
Yeah, no. No, it's gonna be
All right.
Jags.
So Texans and Jaguars. We both said Jaguars. All right. Falcons and the Buccaneers. Buccaneers are at home.
I'm gonna go Falcons. I think Falcons
Oh, so you think
can
they get
pull
the
it.
victory on? I mean, it would make sense.
I
You
think
did say they
Falcons can
was
pull
your.
it.
You think they said they was the impressive team for
They're
you? So
underrated right now, bro.
yeah,
I think
underrated,
Falcons are
but that shit
underrated.
gonna stay where it's at.
The
I got the
Bucks
Buccaneers.
defense trash, bro. They're gonna run through them.
Okay, bet I got the Buccaneers that week. I mean, next week. The Steelers versus the Bills. The Bills are at home.
Oh, it's gotta be the Bills.
Yeah,
Steelers
I
can't
think the
keep up with
Bills
the
are.
Bills right now.
I think the
Steelers
Bills are
they
too.
trying to get Pickett up in there, bro.
Yeah, I
No,
think the
bro.
Bills are too. Okay. Next game, the Dolphins versus the Jets. The Jets are at home.
Oh, the new Dolphins.
I'm going Jets, man. I really think we gonna see
Jets?
a Jets are good. Jets are
Well, I know
actually
they're
pretty good,
good,
man.
but
Jets are pretty good. But you gotta keep in mind, there's no Tua. Teddy Bridgewater
and
ain't
they
right.
still got Hill and Waddle.
Who go get him the ball, bro?
Bridgewater.
If that was the case, they would have beat the Bengals. Moving on.
Nah.
They would have moved. They would have did it. They would have did it, but they didn't do it. They gonna play better this week, but I still think they're just going. Bears versus the Vikings. The Vikings are at home.
Oh, Vikings. Jefferson go crazy. You know, he's the best wide receiver out here. So we going Vikings.
Oh wait, say that again. I didn't hear that. Say that again. Repeat that one more time.
I said they got Justin Jefferson. What else do you need? You can go
Who?
Vikings, bro.
Which is wait? Justin Jefferson is what?
He's all that you need.
No, no, no. You said there's something before that. What you said? You said he was the best. What?
That's what. What,
Oh, okay.
what happened?
I could say you said best receiver, but okay.
Oh, I don't know.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
maybe I said that. I don't know.
So now next game, I didn't even say who I said the Vikings and the Bears and the Vikings. I'm going to go with the Vikings. I think this game will be very close. I think a 3-point game. Somebody wins by a field goal. Both offenses are really not that good. They've really struggled, especially the Vikings offense has really struggled so far.
They
But I
just got
mean, it's
Jefferson to
Kirk.
carry
They're
him.
Kirk Cousins, man. Kirk Cousins is so mid. It's ridiculous.
How long has he been with the Vikings?
Probably about 5 years. Don't quote me on that though.
Okay.
Let me see. Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins. Kirk
Ooh.
Cousins. How long he been? How long he been with the Cousins? I was right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth. Yeah, he been there 5 years.
Okay.
The Titans versus the Commanders. The Commanders is at home. That sounds so
Titans.
nasty.
The Titans.
Yeah, man.
Derrick Henry gonna run straight through everybody.
Yeah, I could see that. I'm going with the Titans as well. That was kind of whatever. Seahawks versus the Saints. The Saints are at home. What you got, man?
I'm gonna go Saints.
There's hell again at 10 o'clock. Go with the Saints. I'm going with the Seahawks.
Nah.
And then I'm going to Seahawks, man. Gina been balling. These motherfuckers better put some
Gino been
respect on Gina.
sus. Gino
What you
been
mean?
sus.
He been better than Jimmy G? He been better than Jimmy
Hey,
G?
no, I'm talking
been better
about
than
he been getting handfuls, bro. You feel me?
Bro, hey, bro, I ain't tripping about none of that as long as you productive on the field, bro. That's all that matter. You could do what you want, my boy. Geno Smith has been playing better than Jimmy G. He been playing better than a lot of
Everybody's better
quarterbacks.
than Jimmy G.
That's crazy. That's your quarterback. You talk about him like that. That's disrespectful. That's so disrespectful. And that's your quarterback. See, that's why y'all Bay fans be fraudulent. Um,
Hey, it's just
and
Jimmy G.
speaking
I
of,
don't like.
speaking of Bay Area fans, Niners versus the Panthers, but the Panthers are at home. Who do you have?
Going Niners because we just blew out the Rams, buddy.
You know it's gonna be sick. Y'all gonna lose to this Panthers this week. I got the
No,
Panthers
we
this
not.
week just because I
We not
can't
gonna
pick
lose.
y'all. I'm
Hey,
not
did you
picking
see we
y'all.
lost another lineman, our second string left tackle? What's his name?
Nah, what happened?
He MCL. I don't know what that is.
Oh
An
yeah, Torian.
MCL.
Yeah, he out for a minute, so he probably won't be back till like
Yeah,
middle to end
but
of
it's
the season.
okay. We still gonna take it.
Y'all losing. Y'all lose
Nah,
to the Panthers.
nah, we ain't losing
Okay,
to Panthers.
I
Nah,
guess whatever. Eagles versus Cardinals. Who do you
Eagles.
have?
Eagles. Definitely Eagles. Cardinals are a good team, but they're not. No,
Cardinals are at home.
that don't matter.
I think the Eagles lose this week.
Oh
I think the undefeated shit is over.
my gosh.
I think
Kevin
the
Hart is
Eagles is over.
disappointed in you.
I think Cardinals. I think the Cardinals get it done, man. They're 2-2, so it ain't like they're not competitive and they're gonna be at home. It's gonna be a good game though. I think that's gonna be a good game to watch. That's gonna be a good game to watch for sure. All right,
Is
we
that
got
Monday
three
night?
more. Not a Sunday
Oh,
afternoon.
Sunday at 1.
Yeah,
Okay, I
Sunday
see.
afternoon. Next is Cowboys versus the Rams. The Rams are at home.
Cowboys.
You call my shit crazy, but then you take it Cooper. Anyway, and this
Cowboys.
is coming from somebody that actually was impressed with Cooper Rush. That shit stops at the Rams. They're getting dogged by the
No,
Rams
no.
on Sunday. The Rams winning that at
Dude,
the
Rams are
crib.
trash. They just proved that yesterday.
How did they had I will say they've had a couple bad losses on national television, don't get me wrong. But I think they figured out against the Cowboys. I think they get right, they respond, and yeah, they'll be back.
Are you gonna keep mark of all this and like so we can
Yeah,
see
yeah,
like
so far
okay.
so I think, but I mean the only ones I'm really doing is I'm doing a Thursday night, the Sunday night, and a Monday night.
Okay.
So Thursday you picked the Broncos, I picked the Colts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then now we're gonna do Sunday and Monday night. So
Okay.
Sunday night game, we have the Bengals versus the Ravens, and the Ravens is at home.
Oh,
We
that's
ain't even gotta.
Ravens. That's
I was gonna say
Ravens.
we ain't even gotta talk about it. We already know where I'm standing with it.
Yeah,
I'm
Lamar
rolling
ain't
with my
gonna
niggas on
take
mine.
2 L's and
That's what I'm
no.
saying. I'm rolling with my guys on me, so that is what it is. Like it's just gonna be what it's gonna be, player. Um, but lastly, but not least, Monday Night Football, Raiders versus the Chiefs. The Chiefs are at home. Who do you have?
Let's go to the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs still got the number one offense in the NFL.
That's cool. But you know what though?
So
You know what though? I wore this hat for a reason, bro. Just letting you
why?
know. Because they finna win Monday night, bro. They finna go. They
Nah,
finna go. They finna go into Kansas
they are
City.
not. They are
They
not
finna
gonna
go
win
into
Monday night.
Kansas City and they
No.
finna go crazy.
Cap.
Josh Jacobs is finna
Cap.
have another breakout game, bro. And Devontae Adams is gonna get like a
Cap.
touchdown with like a buck 30.
No.
I'm telling you right now, Josh
No.
Jacobs is gonna run for at least one something, and Devontae Adams is gonna have about a buck 30 for a touchdown. Mark my words. I'm telling you. They go get another dub and they're gonna be 2-3.
Sorry, buddy, but nope.
I'm telling you, man.
Nope.
So
Nope. Nope. Nope.
all right. So right now you have the Colts and the Broncos. You have the Broncos, I have the Colts. We both have the Ravens for that matchup, and you got the Chiefs, I got the Raiders.
Yep.
All right. Cool. Cool. So yeah, we're gonna tally those up every week. And whoever wins by the end of the season, who had the highest win percentage, whatever, take out the dinner, something. It's gonna be something. I don't know what, but we'll figure it out at the time for this. How long we been going for now?
So it's an hour 40.
Oh yeah, we
So it's
finna we
probably
finna.
like an hour 20.
That's cool. We only want to do hour and 20. These late night podcasts is like they're fun to do,
Mm-hmm.
but they be tiring. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's all good.
Um,
We gotta do this. We gotta do
you don't
this.
got to know it. It be yeah. Well, I got work in the morning. It should be. It be fun. I enjoy it. This is cool. I definitely enjoy doing this. It just be like, man, that next day I'd be at work. I'd be like, bruh,
We
I
can
need a
figure something
nap.
out. We can figure something out.
Yeah, whatever. We try. We're gonna try. We're gonna try. But
Yeah.
anyway, um, I didn't even introduce us enough. I am such a terrible host, bro. I gotta be better with that.
Wow.
But anyway,
Wow.
I appreciate y'all for rocking with us today
Yes,
or
sir.
tonight, rather. This has been another edition of the Good Call Fellas podcast.
Yup.
I am Tweez, and with my co-host and partner William.
Gang,
Thank you
gang.
for listening to us. We will
Bang,
have
bang,
the
not a gang.
visual if you want to watch the video on YouTube.
Yeah.
It probably will go up either tomorrow night officially or Thursday morning, something like that.
Start of week 5.
Yeah, something. Oh, what?
The start of week 5, Thursday.
It started 5. Yeah, it'll be started week 5. I mean, as of right now, that's kind of how it works because we didn't do a podcast till Tuesday night
Yeah.
because somebody went to the game.
Yeah, I was at the game.
Yeah,
I was at the
exactly.
game, man.
You got the
That's
game.
always.
So it kind of just is what it is. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna bring these to y'all weekly. Hope y'all are enjoying them. Again, thank you for rocking with us.
Yeah.
And this has been another edition of the Good Call Fellas podcast. Make
Like,
sure you like, share, subscribe.
subscribe.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
You want to
And
watch me play some Warzone Red Vapor 8th on Twitch and YouTube?
what days do you play, bro?
I don't got a set schedule right now.
Okay,
But
so just it'll be
we just be
like
hopping on randomly. So just put the notification bell on,
so
you
if you
get
want some
notified.
like late night content, you know what I'm saying? My brother be on the late night tip, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? If you go he got a PayPal, you feel me? He'll do something strange for a piece of change.
No, it ain't like that. You can donate to me though, so you can help me get that FIFA 23 because your boy's been wanting to play.
When
So
does FIFA 3 is FIFA 23 out yet?
yeah, it came out on the 30th.
Oh shit.
So
I need to
it's
watch a
been like
review.
6 days. So if
Damn.
anybody want to help me out, you want to donate and so I can get some FIFA going on.
I'm really just want to wait until Modern Warfare 2 come out. I'm really not trying to buy no other games, bro.
Did you
Because
play
I
the
ain't gonna lie.
beta?
Yes, I
Oh,
played
okay.
like a couple hours of the beta. It was fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I can't wait for it to come out. I ain't gonna lie. 2K got my heart though right now. 2K and Madden don't really got my heart like that, but 2K got my heart right now because 2K that shit is fun, bro.
Yeah, well.
I've been cooking. I ain't gonna lie too. Okay, also, he does the Call of Duty, the FIFA, and the Warzone. You want to watch 2K? I'm gonna start live streaming soon. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I got my face cam and stuff already ready to go. I just have to press the stream button, to
Yeah.
be honest. But yeah,
It's easy, bro.
yeah, for
If
sure.
I can figure it out, I'm 65 with a controller. If
No, it's
I
not.
can
No, no,
figure
no,
it
no,
out,
no. It's not about even figuring it out. I think it's just
actually
consciously
doing it.
telling myself, yeah, it's constantly saying, "Oh, I'm gonna turn on this stream and record myself playing video games." I think that just be my thing, cause I'd be so like just happy I'm just gaming with the homies. I don't be really tripping for real, but I'm gonna start making content with that as well. So if you wanna
Yep.
watch either one of us, sometimes we may play together. Who knows? It depends. My brother played too late for me personally because he got a different schedule to me. But um, if you want to watch content from us outside of podcasting and things of that nature, we'll have the links in the description
Yeah.
somewhere down there. I need to get the links for your Twitch too. No, it won't be there. It'll be like in the YouTube, the description area.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, appreciate y'all rocking with us.
Yes,
Until next
sir.
time, this has been another edition again for the third and final time of the Goodfellas podcast, or so Good Call
Bang,
Fellas
bang, nana
podcast.
gang. Bang, bang, nana gang. Bang, bang, nana gang. Faithful to the Bay, unlike the Raiders. You feel me? We out deuces.
Yeah, cut.